Good evening, folks. Welcome into HamShackTV and a little impromptu stream we're going to do tonight. Got some weather going on. Wanted to share it with you folks. Lot going on here. Let me just check the stream and see. Make sure we've got audio, because I know we've had problems with audio in the past, and we do have audio. So here we go. Let's head on down into Texas and Louisiana. Got some stuff going on down here. We're going to first switch off of the national radar. I'm going to give you the quick synopsis. So we got a cold front right here, low pressure center, right over the Arklatex region. Moving down into southeastern. Well, let's just focus all over Louisiana. First, I'm going to switch over to single site radar here. And you can see we've got a lot going on. Before I pull up a radar, I want to touch on this. So we have a tornado watch. National Weather Service Storm Prediction Center has issued a tornado watch for west central Louisiana, far southeastern Texas, and coastal waters, effective Thursday night and Friday morning from 6:10 p.m. until 2 a.m. Central Time. Primary threat is a few tornadoes, and a couple intense tornadoes are possible. Scattered damaging winds up to 65 miles per hour. Isolated large hail events to 1.5 inches in diameter are possible. Thunderstorms will continue to pose a threat for a few tornadoes this evening and into the early overnight hours as they spread northeastward into parts of western and central Louisiana. Damaging wind up to 60 to 65 mile per hour, and isolated hail may also occur. The tornado watch area is approximately along and 45 statute miles east and west of a line from 40 miles northeast of Nacogdoches, Louisiana, to 30 miles southwest of Lake Charles, Louisiana. For complete depiction, well, I'll show you that here in a minute. If you're not a weather person, I will tell you right now, a tornado watch means conditions are favorable for tornadoes and severe thunderstorms in and close to the watch area. Persons in that watch area should be on the lookout for threatening weather conditions and listen for later statements and possible warnings. Let's take a look at this on the map. So from about Port Arthur, Beaumont, Orange to Jasper and Newton, Texas, you're in the tornado watch. And then over into Louisiana. Let's go from about Columbia, Louisiana, over to Nacogdoches. I'm sure I'm pronouncing that wrong. To Campty, down to Leesville, down to Lake Charles, and all the way down to Sabine National Wildlife Refuge, over to Big Burns and Cameron, Louisiana, up into Crowley, Louisiana, Ville Platte, and on up to Alexandria, Jenna, Pollock, and we're back up to Columbia. So let's take a look on the radar and see what all we've got going on here. Let's pick this one here. So here we go. We got supercells all along the line right out in front of this cold front here. Guys, go ahead and share out this stream. Make sure we're getting it out to folks, especially anybody that may be down in that particular area. Let's take a look. So, see one severe thunderstorm warning here. This is a severe thunderstorm warning with tornado possible, issued by the National Weather Service in Shreveport. Severe thunderstorm for Jackson Parish, southern Lincoln Parish, west central Ouachita Parish, northwestern Wynn Parish, southeastern Bienville Parish, and northeastern Nacogdoches Parish until 8:30 Central Time. At 7:43, severe thunderstorms are located along the line from 6 miles southwest of Grambling to 12 miles northeast of Campty, or along the line from 6 miles southwest of Grambling to 20 miles west of Winfield, moving east at 30 miles per hour. Locations impacted include Ruston, Grambling, Jonesboro, Chaudront, Chatham, Hodge, Galdana, North Hodge, Dodson, East Hodge, Saline, Quitman, Eros, Mount Olive, Friendship, Liberty Hill, Hudson, and Chestnut. So let's take a look at that storm. Do I have a better radar near it? Yeah, probably Monroe. Radar data is down there. Okay. Let's try Shreveport. Shreveport's not a lot better, but you can see, turn on my telestrator here, you can see we've got this bowing. I have not drawn in a while here. Clear this out here. Boom, boom, boom. All right, here we go. So let's choose another color here. So you see we've got this bowing segment right here. So you're going to have some strong winds. These winds along the cold front are pushing that along, and that's why you have that curlicue formation there. So very strong winds are going to be coming through Chaudron right now, passing Highway 556 or going along Highway 556. Moving on down toward Eros. And ultimately, this should end up in West Monroe and Monroe, Louisiana. That is the, if you're familiar with the old Duck Dynasty show, that is where that was all filmed. Jonesboro, you're in that too. This doesn't look quite as strong. Moving on further down, Winfield, you are under a special weather statement. Are saying up to 40 miles per hour winds and half-inch hail. Folks in Atlanta, Louisiana, Calvin, areas like that. This could strengthen and become severe, so just keep an eye out on that one. Let's move on down here. This is kind of mean looking. I bet you there's some hail right there. Just to be honest with you, considering that big old white blob right there, it looks like a core to me. Just to the southeast of Leesville and east of Rose Pine. You can see that right there. We'll go into 3D mode here, and then we'll tilt down. Let's see here. So yeah, you can see we've got some pretty good heights on that one. So yeah, really tall thunderstorm could certainly present some threats for hail for sure. Let's go on down here to Lake Charles. Ooh, we've got a what have we got here? This is actually updated since we last looked. All right, this is indicating a tornado vortex signature right here, just to the east of Rose Pine. So let's go into some different radar products and take a look at it. Okay, so yeah, we do have the conflict of winds here. Go back to the telestrator and show. All right, so the way you read this is greens are winds going towards the radar site, which the radar site's down here. Reds are going away from the radar side. So definitely have a clockwise flow there. And back on this side, you have the counterclockwise. All right, that just updated. Not really seeing a tornado threat here, but definitely some very strong winds. Right there, let me change my color here. And right along here, see how that's bowing out. Definitely some strong wind threats. Let's take a look and see who's all downstream of this. Elizabeth, you're a little to the south. Glenmora, you're the next big target. This is going down Highway 10, and then we'll cross 463, and then across Highway 112 before ultimately reaching Glenora. All right, let's move on down the line here. Vinton. Vinton's got a pretty decent looking storm. It has a special weather statement. That special weather statement is for Beauregard and Central Caucasio Parish. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing that, but it is what it is. 40 mile per hour winds in that. Not looking severe at the moment. Just take a look at the winds in it. Yeah, you can definitely see strong winds coming out of Vinton, moving up towards Sulphur. And then we'll make one more stop further on down the line here. Down around Port Arthur, this is general thunderstorm activity. There is a special weather statement affecting Port Arthur, Texas. On up into Groves, Nederland, just to the east of Bridge City. This special weather statement is for Jefferson County, Texas. That's Jefferson County, Texas, until 8:45 Central Time. So, another 20 minutes or so. Well, it's got some gnarly wind in it, though. Look at that. Let's take a look at this and query that. What is that showing? And, of course, it faded on that one. So we're borderline severe right now, just to the south of Port Arthur. That lines perfectly up with where the thunderstorm is. Moving on up the line, this TBS indicator is still showing. Get a better look at that one from the POE radar. Not seeing any scathing signs of rotation at the moment with this cell, but you can see, let me come back over here. You can see here we've got the change the color here. We've got your typical supercell structure here. So you're going to have, you got this inflow notch coming into the storm right through there, right like that, okay? So you're going to have winds coming back out, and ultimately, if this were to start to rotate, right around here would be where your tornado is. Right now, there's no tornado in this area. Matter of fact, there's not even a special weather statement on this particular cell. Let me get in the comments here and let's see who we got here. Oh boy, we got Bill in the house. Hey, Bill. Gotta track you some Cajun. Got that right. So appreciate Bill being here. And anybody else in the chat, let me know who's all here. Do I have anybody down in Louisiana watching this? Anybody down in Louisiana? Folks up north, let's go ahead and head up towards what's it called? Arkansas. Boy, I need to learn my geography. And not very much here concerning me. This is, so basically what you've got going on is switch to colors here. You got a low pressure center right here, okay? And then you got a warm front extending this way. Boy, I don't know why that decided to go like that. You got a warm front extending this way, okay? We're going to do some art here, folks. I am not an artist. I'm a video guy, okay? So there's your warm front, okay? Let's switch to blue. Then you got your cold front. Right down through here, okay? So let me explain the science of what's going on. Okay. We're going to go back to kindergarten weather school right here. All right, so you've got you got a couple things going on. Over here, Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, southern Tennessee, you're in the warm sector. Okay, temperatures are rising over here. And rising is a relative word. It's nighttime, so they're not rising too terribly fast. And back here in Texas, you have a cold air mass, okay? So what's happening is this cold air is pushing up against the warm air, okay? Have I ever told y'all it's so difficult to write with a mouse? So we'll come back over here on this side. This is cold air. And cold is a relative term. You may not be freezing in Wichita or Oklahoma City or Fort Worth or anything like that. But you got the clash of the two air masses, okay? Clash of two air masses. And so that's what sparks this threat of severe weather. So I want to go ahead and clear this off. And let's talk about what the SPC is expecting. If you're not familiar with the SPC is, that's the Storm Prediction Center. They are a group out of Norman, Oklahoma. And they keep an eye on this stuff. So overnight tonight, they're expecting a slight risk, a level 2 risk, 2 out of 5 of severe weather. This generally is eastern Texas, most of Louisiana, central, western Louisiana, the very, very southern part of Arkansas. However, you're probably not going to get severe weather in that particular area tonight. So I will go ahead and X-nay this, okay? We're going to stop right at the Louisiana-Arkansas state line. Just don't expect severe weather up into that area tonight. So we'll clear that off. Let's take a look at what they're expecting over tomorrow. And keep in mind with the Weather Service, they operate on UTC time. They do operate on UTC time, but they will update the outlooks at 2 o'clock tomorrow morning. So they do have a marginal risk of severe weather over extreme eastern Louisiana, over Slidell areas like that, southeastern Mississippi, southwestern Alabama, and very, very western part of the Florida Panhandle. So not expecting anything to be overly the top. Kind of tonight is probably the worst of this, but always keep an eye out. You never know what you're going to get. And we'll go on over here to Texas and just take a look at what you see. These got these little red twister icons. Let's take a look at what we got. There is a report of a tornado. This was at 3:25 p.m. today, 3 miles southwest of Wharton, Texas. They're saying multiple reports and videos of a tornado on the ground near El Reno. Take a look at the radar data from that. I said El Reno. Sorry, that's Oklahoma. This is El Campo, Texas. That's not going to show. Move over here east of Houston, 3 miles east-northeast of Atascocita, Texas. Social media video of a waterspout over Lake Houston moving into land. That was at 4:48 p.m. this afternoon. That is not wanting to show, so we won't click on any more of those. A little further east, 6 miles northwest of Dayton, Texas. Social media images of tornado northwest of Dayton, Texas. And then the final report here, 10 miles north of Dayton Lakes, Texas at 4:51 p.m. Broadcast media report of damage at an RV park and images of downed trees northwest of Moss Hill. So they had an interesting day, one day after Christmas here in southeastern Texas and Houston, what they call that, the Metroplex, I think. Elsewhere and otherwise, we'll take a look at the weather around the country. What am I on? I'm going to turn it on the winter weather mode just so you can see the different activities around the country. So we got some rain showers, Illinois, Indiana, across Lake Michigan, transitioning over to a rain-snow mix up around Green Bay. It looks like you got maybe some freezing rain or sleet around Tomahawk or Worcester, Wisconsin. On over into the Rocky Mountains, we have some rain falling from New Mexico all the way up through eastern Colorado, western Nebraska, western South Dakota, and into Montana, where it does transition to snow over the very, very northern part, right along Highway 2, transitions into snow on up into Canada. Then you got some Rocky Mountain snows up here in the western part of Montana, Missoula, Helena, how do you pronounce that? Idaho Falls, Idaho, Rexburg, places like that. Down into Salt Lake City, we've got some snow falling, Ogden. Up here in the desert where nobody lives, in Nevada, you got some rain falling, but in eastern Nevada, you got a little snow just to the south of Elko and Carlin, Nevada. And it looks like California's getting soaked right now. This is going to be from about San Luis Obispo, all the way up through San Francisco, Sacramento, Eureka, Redding. We get a little rain-snow mix along Interstate 5 from Weed, Eureka, Dunsmuir, and Mount Shasta. Let's take a look at this Mount Shasta camera, see if we can see anything. Yep, there's snow flying. Can't really tell anything else about it. But there's snow flying in Mount Shasta. Probably a wet snow. Medford, Oregon, probably getting a rain-snow mix. Portland's getting some rain all the way up the west coast. Stops when you get to about Washington. Folks and friends in Canada, some snow in British Columbia and Saskatchewan, a little bit in Alberta. Not much going on the east side. To South Carolina, you got some rain showers along the coast, around the low country, on up to the PD area, Wilmington, Southport, North Carolina. A couple showers off the coast of Florida, just to the east of Cape Canaveral, west of Cape Coral, a little bit of shower activity off in the Gulf. That's really about it around the country. We got a tornado warning, folks. And let me get switched here real fast. Folks, if you've got friends in Louisiana, go ahead and get them on the air right now. Let's see here. Get this all fired up. All right. Real quick, I'm going to change this title. I'm going to take Texas off the title of this. There we go. Go ahead and share this out if you've got it with your friends. Boy, oh boy, that is nasty. We're going to dive into this here in just a minute, folks. Get the data pulled up here. National Weather Service in Lake Charles has issued a tornado warning for southwestern Rapides Parish and southeastern Vernon Parish in west central Louisiana until 9 p.m. Central Time. At 8:34 p.m. Central Time, a tornado-producing storm was located over Fullerton or near Pitkin, moving northeast at 40 miles per hour. Damaging tornado is the hazard. This is radar confirmed. Flying debris will be dangerous to those caught without shelter. Tornadic thunderstorm will be near Hineston and Leander around 8:40 p.m., Elmer around 8:45 p.m., and Otis around 8:50 p.m. Other locations impacted by this tornadic thunderstorm include Union Hill, Kaliskow, I'm sure I'm saying that wrong, Woodworth, and Forest Hill. This also includes Interstate 49 between mile markers 68 and 69. All right, so let's dive in and get busy with the data here, folks. So we've got a really good angle on this. This is going to be the PGE radar just to the east of Leesville, and we're only just a few miles away from the storm. So let's go ahead and go into the dual view and take a look at the reflectivity. Boy, looky there. Folks, this is a dangerous situation, extremely dangerous situation for this area with this tornado warning. We're going to do some queries on this. Get zoomed in nice and clear. Folks, if you're just now tuning in, thanks for tuning in. This is HamShackTV. Appreciate you being here. We'll do a little late night weather coverage. All right, so we've got a couplet here, 35 and then 60. So we've got almost 100 miles an hour gate-to-gate shear here. And folks, this is the storm I was telling you about just a minute ago. Well, sure enough, if it didn't spin up into a tornado. Let me explain what's going on. And we'll use purple here. All right, so green is winds going towards the radar site. So here you go. Got the wind going towards the radar site right there. And the reds are the winds going away from the radar site. So we definitely have a spin in progress. This is counterclockwise rotation. This is a classic tornadic setup look. So let's dive in here. What was the speed on this? The storm is moving at, I don't want the tornado watch. I want the tornado warning. Thank you. The speed is 35 miles per hour. Let's track it. That's not what I want. All right. Get rid of this query button. Boy, this is not cooperating with me tonight, folks. Bear with me. Get rid of a couple things here. Got another tornado warning. We got another one. Let's hit this one. This is going to hit a major metropolitan area in Texas. Louisiana. This is a tornado warning issued by the National Weather Service in Lake Charles, Louisiana. Central Rapides Parish until 9:15. At 8:37 p.m. Central Time, a tornado-producing storm was located over Otis, or 7 miles north of Hineston, moving northeast at 30 miles per hour. This is a radar-confirmed tornado. This tornadic thunderstorm will be near Boyce, Gardner, and Alexandria around 8:45 p.m. Alexandria International Airport at 8:50 p.m. Pinesville around 9:05 p.m. This includes Interstate 49 between mile markers 84 and 102. All right, so this one is not impressing me quite as much as far as the velocity, but you can definitely see we do have some spin in the velocity data. Let's get back down here. This one I would call a much more grave situation. So we're going to time this out here. Boy, my stuff is not cooperating on me here tonight. Sorry, folks. A little out of practice. It's been a minute since we had a hurricane nap. All right, we're going to go this one then. Quit querying the data. Oh, I'm using the wrong thing. That's why it's not working. Stand by. All right, here we go. Classio in 11 minutes. Hineston, 12 minutes. Elmer, 17 minutes. Melder, in 19 minutes. Castor Plunge, 29 minutes. Woodworth, 34 minutes. Cooley, 37 minutes. Cloverdale, 38 minutes. Weil, 40 minutes. Moreland, 43 minutes. Chambers, 43 minutes. Annandale, 44 minutes. And I'm not going to hit Alexandria because you got another one that's much closer to you. So I'm going to leave this down here for now. Then we're going to go and track the other tornadic thunderstorm. Let's go ahead and grab this one. It's not going to let me do two of them at once. Clear this off. 102,000 people in that thunderstorm are at risk right now, folks. 35. All right, here we go. Gardner, 2 minutes. Gardner needs to be in their shelter right now. McNutt, 9 minutes. Weil, 16 minutes. Rapides, 17 minutes. Barrett, 23 minutes. Sipes, in 26 minutes. Fort Randolph, 27. Fort Below, 27 minutes. Timber Heights, 28 minutes. Lee Heights, 30 minutes. Creola, 30. Prospect and Pineville, 31. Tioga, Kingsville, 32 minutes. So on and so forth. So we've got two very dangerous thunderstorms knocking on the door of the Alexandria metropolitan area in Louisiana. Let's go back to the dual screens here. Let's see here. Hit the chat real quick. Thomas says, what is the storm's QTH? This is in Louisiana. We've got a tornado watch in the state of Louisiana moving through Louisiana tonight. Tom, I know you're in Tennessee. We are good here in Tennessee. All right, folks, couple tornado warnings. Just want to make sure we're not missing anybody else here. Get this off my screen. No. Central Louisiana, we're in the Alexandria area, 2 tornado warnings. Got a really good couplet on this particular storm, south of Simpson, southwest of Alexandria. Glenmora, you are not in the tornado warning. McNary is not. Forest Hill, you're right on the edge of it. Woodworth, you're going to be seeing this. It's heading straight your way. I'm just not as impressed with what's going on up here in this northern storm. Keep a close eye on it. I know it's saying observed, but it's a radar indicated observed. Um, let's change the product here and take a look at the correlation coefficient. First, we'll look at the hydrometeor classification. Not seeing anything. If you're not familiar with what hydrometeor classification is, it's very simple. It's just what do we got falling? Heavy rain. These little red spots are probably hail cores. We don't want to see anything that comes up and says unknown, which is UK, or anything like that. That would be bad news bears. I want to look at the correlation coefficient. First, a quick look. Here's your vertically integrated liquid. So, yeah, we are getting some indications of some large hail falling. Where is my correlation coefficient? Here it is. All right. Yes. So this is likely a tornado on the ground. Very, very likely a tornado on the ground. South of Afman. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Afman, Louisiana. Highway 463. Highway 112. This is about to cross over there. Paget Road, areas like that. Hineston better already be underground. So should Kaliskoo. I'm sure I'm not pronouncing that right. Forgive me. You folks live there. You know how things are pronounced. So bear with me on that. Elmelheen. You need to be underground. Lizzo, Elmer. Yes, be underground. Price Crossing. I think this is going to split you, but go ahead and be underground just to be safe. The radar does have a very good look at it. It's not very far from the radar site at all. We're only talking about 8 miles from the radar site. Goodness, this. So what this is doing, the correlation coefficient is just a it's detecting what's falling, basically. If you see lighter colors, that's not a good thing, especially when those lighter colors correlate with something like this. So you can see right here's this, and that's just the south of Eastman. You can tell right there, that's exactly where the tornado would be. It makes perfect sense. Total perfect sense. Want to zoom out, make sure I'm not missing anything. Turn this stuff off. Still not missing anything down to the south. All we have is the 2 tornado warnings. Did we get an update on? Ooh. All right, we do have a little bit of a CC drop here. So I do want to pay a little bit of attention to this. Excuse me, that particular tornado warning is just moving to the northwest of Alexandria. This is for Central Rapides Parish until 9:15 p.m. Central Time. A confirmed tornado was over Gardner, or 8 miles south of Boyce, moving northeast at 30 miles per hour. It is a radar confirmed tornado. Boyce and Alexandria will be around 8:50 p.m. Anybody west of the Alexandria International Airport, west of the Alexandria International Airport up to Boyce, Highway or Interstate 49, you need to be taking shelter right now. This is very concerning to me right here. This drop in the correlation coefficient, very concerning. I still have it down on the lower storm 2. So yes, we are dealing with 2 storms right now. You got the storm number 1 just to the west of Alexandria, about due west of the Alexandria International Airport right now. And folks, if you're just tuning in, we're talking about Louisiana. Then we've got another storm down here to the west of Woodworth and southwest of Louisiana. So 2 different storms, 2 different tornado warnings. We're going to cover them straight through the event. Take you full for just a minute. I'm going to get a drink of water here a second. All right, we're back here. Got two big time storms we're looking at here. Two big time storms. Again, this just doesn't concern me quite as much. This northern one, it just looks very disorganized. But I'm not going to say it's not going to be a big thing until I don't see this anymore. This little drop in the CC value, that is very, very alarming to me. Wish I had a camera down in that area to take a look. But yes, if you're within this polygon to the west of Alexandria, you need to be underground right now or in your safe place. Looking back further south at this one, we're also looking at this particular drop in the correlation coefficient. It's a pretty intense looking drop there. New scan just came in. Okay. So this may be wrapping up a little bit. You still have the still have a drop of CC here. However, this could be debris falling from the sky. Don't really see a good, tornado debris signature here at this point. This is probably leftover debris coming down from the sky. This is going to be east of Quadrate. However, Boyce, Alfalfa, Rapides, Barrett, McNutt, Alexandria International Airport, I want you to be underground right now in your safe place, just to be on the safe side. Folks further south, this is still quite alarming to me. This is classic supercell look right here. So you got winds going in, winds coming out. Definite counterclockwise rotation here. Your tornadoes right here. And that correlates to what we're seeing over here on the correlation coefficient. Let's go ahead and switch over to the velocity product and take a look and see. Yeah, very, very intense. Very intense. This is actually probably a little bit more illustrative of what's going on. But we've got green with your winds going into the storm, and reds with your winds coming out of the storm. Same thing, I'll correlate it over here on the radar image. Right there. It's as textbook as it gets. Textbook as it gets. You got a little green here too, so it's plausible, not likely, but plausible that you could have a couple of tornadoes with this one at the same time. Take a look at some of the other numbers. It's got a meso value of 8, which is very, very intense. Hail probability is 80%. Severe hail is 20. Maximum hail size is reporting to be 3/4 inch, which is not technically severe hail. However, we definitely probably have some pea and nickel and dime falling for sure. This is just getting more intense, wrapping up even deeper. Much deeper wrap going on here. Winds are just screaming. Let's zoom in and pay very close attention. All right, Calcasal, or Calcasal. Again, I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing that. This is rapidly updating. Just got another one. Calcasal, you should be underground right now. This is about to cross Highway 461, Harper Road, Havens Road, Elmer Road, Sugartown Road, on up to Lisso. That's going to be Boyd Road, Elmhalheen, Booster Wright Road, Elmer. All these areas you should be underground right now. Highway 112, Highway 1199, R. Miller Road. Can't name every road on the map, folks, but this is very intense. Very likely got a tornado on the ground in progress right now in the state of Louisiana. Let's recap where this is. This is a confirmed tornado near Hineston, moving northeast at 40 miles per hour. Hineston and Elmer, you will be impacted. Actually, you're already being impacted right now. Woodworth, Classal, and Forest Hill is the impact zones. Woodworth, you need to be underground right now. Alexandria, I want everybody, if you are in the sound of my voice and you are in the state of Louisiana in the town of Alexandria, you need to be watching this and ready to move to your safe space right now. This is a dangerous tornadic situation moving into the Alexandria area. as we speak. I'm going to see if I can get on Echo Link and get any audio coming out of Alexandria. All right, I'm going to get out of the way, not have any, not be on the screen for the moment. But I am here. I'm looking up Alexandria. Alexandria, Louisiana. See if I can get any audio. Do I have Echo Link on my computer? I don't think I do. I do not. All right, so further north, they've let the tornado warning go. That was in just to the west of Alexandria, but this is the big guy right here. This is a very, very dangerous situation coming into the Alexandria metropolitan area there in the central state of Louisiana. I cannot get access to Echo Link for some reason. I don't use Echo Link that often. Darn. Me. I'll see if I can see if there's any. This is just getting more and more intense, folks. Broadening out a little bit, but it's quite a bit more intense. I would say there's still a good chance of a tornado here. Matter of fact, we got a new tornado warning on this. Let me go ahead and read this off. National Weather Service has issued a new tornado warning for Central Rapides Parish in central Louisiana until 9:30 p.m. Central Time. At 8:57 p.m., a tornado-producing storm was located over Hineston, moving northeast at 25 miles per hour. This tornadic thunderstorm will be near Otis, Gardner, and Elmer around 9:05 Central Time. So you have 4 minutes in those areas. There are other impacted areas for this tornadic thunderstorm include Calcasieu and Woodworth. This also includes Interstate 49 between mile markers 75 and 80, and between mile markers 94 and 98. Okay, so they've gotten rid of this other tornado warning in favor of the new one. I am monitoring the NBC affiliate out of Louisiana. We'll see if we hear any information out of them. See if I've got anything coming out of National Weather Service chat. If you're just tuning in, welcome into HamShackTV. This channel is normally a ham radio channel, but tonight we're doing a little weather. We have a dangerous tornadic thunderstorm approaching the Alexandria, Louisiana area with a tornado warning in progress. I do have some updated information here. It's got a MESO of 6, so that helps with the broadening of the rotation. Not quite as tight, but certainly still there. Not seeing any other tornado warnings at this point. Very dangerous thunderstorm, folks. Very, very dangerous situation. This is moving northeast at 25 miles per hour. We're going to go ahead and remeasure this. That's the wrong darn tool. I keep doing that. Get rid of this one. All right, here we go. Alexandria, you are 36 minutes away from the impact of this tornadic thunderstorm. Castor plunge, 13 minutes. Weil, 29 minutes. Then further up into Sipes and Barrett, about 40 minutes away. 80,129 folks are being impacted by this tornadic thunderstorm. This looks to go right between the Alexandria International Airport and Alexandria. Boyce, you are probably out of the threat. Just keep an eye out just to be safe. This thing would have to make a hard left turn and go directly north in order to impact you guys. I keep clicking on my monitor screen. That's not what I'm meaning to do. All right, Woodworth, you're probably, unless it made a hard right turn, you're probably out of the threat. Alexandria, you're still a target at this point. Very, very powerful winds. Very powerful winds coming through. Just going to query this here. 64 right there, and that's not even at the surface. Another description here, just in case you're joining us here. Get the wind coming in, then wind coming out. Boy, I'm just draining the GPU on my computer. Let me kill out this NBC station. Yeah. All right, folks, I'm back. Sorry. I don't know what happened. We had a computer glitch here. I think my GPU just got overloaded. Too many things running at the same time. Get the radar pulled back up here for you folks. There you go. And very dangerous situation. I got my my tool from the National Weather Service pulled up finally. Some things that you don't use, they just automatically offload. Weather Service in Lake Charles is saying radar from KPOE is still showing good rotation with tornado warned cell west of Woodworth. All right, so we got a confirmed tornado just to the southwest of Alexandria. We're going to follow this out. This is for Rapides Parish in central Louisiana. Not quite into the city of Alexandria just yet. Alexandria is here. You're just outside the polygon, but don't let that fool you. This is moving this way. So it is moving directly towards the city of Alexandria. Guys, if you're new here, thanks for stopping by HamShackTV. Appreciate you being here. This is normally a ham radio channel, but tonight we're doing a little weather coverage. If you like what I'm doing, smash that subscribe button down below and the like button. Certainly appreciate it. Certainly helps our channel grow. Let's switch back over to correlation coefficient. Nothing jumping out at me as far as a lowering in the CC values. This may be off the ground at this point. Don't let your guard down, though. Significant winds here. Even if there's not a tornado on the ground, this is certainly causing damage in the Rapides Parish area. Appreciate everybody stopping by. If you're new here, let me know in the comments as who's here. That's not what I wanted to do. A little work in the background here, folks, so just bear with me a little bit. I am here. Hope everybody had a good Christmas. Just doing some updates, folks. Just bear with me. Doesn't do itself. You got to do all the work on yourself. Big time dangerous thunderstorm here in the central Louisiana area. All right, there we go. Trying to do some stuff here with the metadata in order to get more folks in here. Let me check with the Weather Service and see if they've got any new information. Got some flash flooding happening around Sour Lake, Louisiana. Nothing new on the tornado warning at this point. So we've got a clash here, it looks like. Don't know if this is just pushing too hard, but your wind's going away from the radar side. These are coming towards. The winds going away are much stronger than the winds coming towards the radar side. Definitely still got rotation there, but it's not as tight and as tight as I would like to see. And then when you look at the main radar image itself, it's just not very classic anymore. It was much more classic earlier. Taking a look back further south. Don't want to miss anything. Not seeing anything of importance down that way. So we'll stick with the Alexandria folks. If you're in Arkansas, rest easy. I think you're okay tonight. Just some rain. Appreciate you being here. If you're new to the channel, this is HamShackTV. We normally do ham radio content. Tonight we are doing some severe weather content. I'm a weather nerd and I like to talk about weather, so there you go. Right now what we're dealing with, we've got a tornadic thunderstorm approaching the Alexandria area very rapidly. Still don't have a tornado warning for the greater Alexandria area, just off to the southwest. We'll see what the Weather Service is going to do with that shortly. Got some members of the media in Louisiana asking if they are planning to issue another tornado warning downstream. We're standing by waiting to hear an answer on that. So I am just as interested as they are. I'm going to be realistic. I don't think the likelihood of anybody watching this stream is from this area, but nonetheless, I appreciate you guys being here. We'll sit here and cover it. Let me know in the chat who's watching. And if you like weather and nerdy stuff like I do, well, just go ahead and subscribe to the channel, you know. We talk about all kinds of cool stuff on here. Matter of fact, sorry guys, I'm doing a little organizing of some tools here. We've got a big trip coming that we're going to cover the Dayton Hamfest, the big Hamfest in May of this year. So stay tuned. We do all kinds of great things around here. I don't see a lot of activity in the chat, but appreciate y'all being here nonetheless. We're getting an update from the Weather Service now. See, radar operators are looking closely at that. They're going to let us know whether or not they're going to extend it here very shortly. Very cut and dry answer that really doesn't answer the question, but it's the Weather Service. I have friends that work for the Weather Service. I understand they can't jump too fast. Just a quick update here. Rapides Parish has just got a flash flood warning, so you can see that here illuminated in the green. It's kind of hard to see, but I'm circling it right here. Rapides Parish flash flood warning because of this tornadic thunderstorm. Still waiting on word from the Weather Service. Now, I can't promise y'all I can cover every storm, but I enjoy doing this. We'll play with it. All right, they are about to issue a new tornado warning. Just got a report from the Weather Service. Tornado warning in Rapides will be reissued. It looks like the cell may be trying to recycle on the northeast side. So yeah, that looks about right. So Alexandria, you're about to get hit. Go ahead and treat this like it is a tornado warning, because you are about to be under a tornado warning in the very, very near future. We're watching, waiting for it to come up. I'd say they're drawing it right now and about to throw out the issuance. Yeah, I don't blame them on this. I think that this is probably appropriate right now. Need to get on the ball, because this is about to hit that area. If you are happening to watch this and you are in Alexandria, I want you to go ahead and take your safe space right now. Here comes the warning. Don't have it graphically yet, but I'll read it to you as I have it here. National Weather Service in Lake Charles has issued a tornado warning for, there it is. Switch over to the big screen here. This is a tornado warning for northeastern Rapides Parish in central Louisiana until 9:45 p.m. At 9:21 p.m., a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was over Alexandria, moving northeast at 45 miles per hour. They're not calling this a confirmed tornado anymore. It's now radar-indicated rotation. Dangerous storm will be near Pineville, Collin, Kingsville, Paradise, Tioga, Ibusi, Alexandria, and Ball around 9:25. Well, that's 1 minute away. Esler Regional Airport around 9:30. Holloway around 9:35, and Deville around 9:40 p.m. This includes Interstate 49 between mile marker 76 and 91. So yeah, we're still looking at this same storm, and you can see here's that airport that they referred to a moment ago, Esler Field, Esler. And it is trying its best to wrap back up. So folks in Alexandria need to be in their safe space right now. Let me see if we can add some. A little music in there so it's not y'all ain't listening to nothing. I'm going to go ahead and update the tornado warning in the crawl down below. All right, I'm gonna turn that music off. I don't like it. I think it's distracting. I just have my typical low-key music going here. Try not to let it be too distracting. All right, so if you're just joining, welcome into HamShackTV. I'm your host, Josh, A4WX. We're right here in East Tennessee. I am covering a tornadic thunderstorm in central Louisiana. This storm has been quite intense, and it's fluctuated quite a bit in strength, but we've been watching it for the better part of an hour now. I'm gonna put the radar into motion here. Let me switch positions. Let y'all see. You can see the storm moving up through. You can see the storm moving up through here, and you can actually see the spinning motion in it. Watch right here. Here it comes. There's one, and then there's the next one. So we had two couplets that we were watching very closely. One of them kind of dissolved pretty quickly, and the other one is still showing signs of rotation. But you can definitely see a spin there for sure. Go ahead and stop the motion. Let's zoom in here and get hyper close to what's going on. Downtown Alexandria, Louisiana. You need to be under shelter right now, underground, under shelter. This tornadic part of this thunderstorm is right around Christius St. Francis Cabrini. I'm assuming that's a church, Alexandria Junction, downtown Alexandria. This is knocking on the door right there, right now. Smithville, Old Marksville Highway, Wardville, Pineville Junction, Pineville, Fort Randolph, Fort Bellow, Elliott Street, Murray Street, Albert Street, Polk Street, Hill Street, Lee Street. So this is basically the way this is going to go. This is coming down Lee Street, Highway 165 or 167. It's going to hit the Pineville Expressway, go right through Pineville, crossing over Interstate 49. You got MacArthur Drive up here to the north. This is going to parallel that, where it changes over to Monroe Highway and go up Highway 61. So this is going to come right through downtown Pineville and Alexandria. Very, very dangerous situation unfolding for this majorly populated area. What was the last speed on that? Okay, now they've upped it to 45 miles an hour, so we're on the wrong tool again. Let's go to this one. Oh, good Lord, that drives me nuts. Folks, if you operate radar or Mega and you're a company, you have say-so over the creative process, make this thing a little easier to work with. Sipes, you're 2 minutes away. Fort Randolph, 2 minutes. Fort Bellow, you are 3 minutes away. Pineville, 6 minutes. Kingsville, 7 minutes. Paradise, 9 minutes. Green Gables, 12 minutes. 14,122 people are in direct risk of this tornado hitting them right now. Very, very dangerous situation. This is probably going to go right between Camp Livingston and Esler Airport, just to the south of Ball. Do not get me wrong, though, folks. If you are under any of those areas, under the sound of my voice, you need to be underground and in a shelter right now. Let's switch back over to the correlation coefficient, see if we've got any nothing I'm overly impressed with. Still got a MESO of 3. But as the Weather Service said, they think it's trying to cycle. All right. I'm going to see if we've got... See if we can get any video. There's Pineville. It's going to be all rain. I want to share this. It's going to be courtesy of KALB. And up we come. KALB, Channel 5 in Alexandria. So we got the, this looks like this is the area right now. Not seeing any power flashes off in the distance or anything too alarming when it comes to that. Watching for any kind of overly greenish flashes of light. Definitely a lot of lightning in this. No question about it. Let's go switch to the Pineville camera. I looked at it a minute ago and it just didn't impress me that much. It's not seeing a whole lot, just a bunch of lightning, and the camera's just soaked. soaked. No real indication. This is Marksville. Some sort of a casino here, I guess. Not seeing anything that's overly concerning. That's the only 3 webcams that we have access to there. So we'll come back out of here and go back to radar here in just a moment. There we go. All right, still doing with this tornado warning. The old one has been allowed to expire. The old one has been allowed to expire. Why is this still doing this? I'm trying to turn it off. Thank you. Definitely some gnarly winds coming in the south of Alexandria, Pineville. So if there is a tornado, it'd be right around Pineville Junction right now. Winds are intensifying down around Samtown and Annandale and just to the north of Inglewood. I'm going to go ahead and query some of these wind speeds. So we're in the 50s. Get on down in here just to the northwest of Cloverdale. We're doing with 60 and 70 mile per hour winds. And remember, folks, this is up in the air a little bit, so you don't know what you got down at the surface. I'm not convinced that we have a tornado right now. Just not. But I want you to treat it like you do. I want to get another good look at the motion of this. Let me go back down to one screen here. So what I'm doing is I'm putting a loop on it. What is taking so long? Yeah. So what's happened is this has just broadened out dramatically. It's just really broadened out. You can see this right here was your outflow, and this was your inflow. And it's so doggone broad right now, and it's not symmetric. I'm just not convinced that we have a tornadic situation right now. I'm just not. I definitely want you to treat this as if it is, because there is an active tornado warning. And they don't put those out just because. Okay, they put those warnings out because they think that there's a threat. So I'm not a meteorologist. I'm not one that can make that decision. Just not really seeing anything that's overly getting me excited watching this one. Not right now, anyway. And that's not to say, you know, somewhere in, like right here, where the greens and the reds are touching, there might not be a little spin up somewhere. Not saying that at all. I'm just not convinced. Not convinced. We'll take another look at the correlation coefficient. Nah, still not. A little bit of a drop here around Annandale, but not enough for me to be very worried about. So if you're not familiar with what the correlation coefficient is, if you watch your television weather, that's the debris tracker that they're talking about. Appreciate everybody that's joining me here on a Thursday night. Check on the weather service, see if they're saying anything else. Nothing new from the weather service. All right, we do have an update here from the weather service. Taking a look at the tornado warning remains in effect until 9:45 Central Time for northeastern Rapides Parish. At 9:37, severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was near Libus, moving or near Pineville, moving northeast at 50 miles per hour. So this is accelerating. Its radar indicated dangerous storm will be near Pineville now. Also Holloway, Libus, Essler Regional Airport, and Ball around 9:40, which is now, and then DeVille 9:45 p.m. So this is going to go for another 4 minutes. You can see the flash flood warning that has taken over the city of Alexandria, I should say. And Pineville proper, the main town, you're good. You're out of it. It's past you. Main Alexandria, it's past you. Colin, your danger is going to be a little bit more to your north. Shady Oaks is going to be more to your north. Libus, or however you pronounce that, you need to be watching. This looks like this crossed just to the south of the VA in Alexandria. I keep saying it wrong. Essler Field, you're going to be directly in the path of this. See if the weather service is saying anything new. Nothing new from them. Let's take a look region or area wide. Yeah, this just doesn't look like a tornadic thunderstorm to me anymore. It looks like a thunderstorm. That is the only severe thunderstorm within anywhere in the country, I believe. Yep. Only one tornado warning, got 6 flash flood warnings, 1 special marine warning, and then a tornado or a couple tornado watches. Here's your special marine warning out here off the coast of Galveston. Give it a couple more minutes and see if the Weather Service has anything else to say, or if they're going to do as I suspect and let the warning go. Getting an update from the Weather Service now. Weather Service saying they will allow this tornado warning to expire. Whether or not they replace it with a severe thunderstorm warning, I don't know. Let's go back to the dual product here. It probably definitely could warrant a severe thunderstorm warning if they wanted to go with that. Got some pretty screaming winds there to the east of Alexandria. Got 6 watching at the moment. Thanks for being here. Let me know who's watching in the chat. Appreciate you being here. This is normally a ham radio channel, but tonight we are doing weather coverage. This is just really collapsing out. It's more of a straight line wind threat. I don't blame them at all for letting this go. You can see the radar image just keeps updating because they were just scanning so quickly. Now here's something important. See how this filled in? All this red filled in? The inflow got cut off. It's now occluded. This is wrapping up. It's done. It's done. Tornado warning should be going any second now. Tornado warning will expire at 9:45 Central. Well, it's 9:45 Central. We can below severe limits no longer prefer tornado, therefore won't have gusty winds will be still possible with this thunderstorm. Tornado watch remains in effect until 2 a.m. for central Louisiana. So we'll wait on the image to drop here. Should be going any time. While we wait on that tornado warning to drop, we'll go back over here. Just take one more look up and down the cold front there. A lot of flood warnings. Nothing else really of concern. Monroe's getting rocked by straight line winds right now, but they're not considering them severe, so that's good. Still waiting on the tornado warning to go away. Don't know what's taking the Doppler so long to drop it. There it goes. It's gone. All right. So up and down the line. Well, first let's hit this real quick. What is that one? It's detecting a little bit of a massive cyclone, but I'm not that concerned about it. So they've replaced the tornado warning with a special weather statement. Take a quick look at this. This is for northeastern Rapides Parish through 10 o'clock, so about another 12 minutes. 9:43, Doppler radar is tracking a strong thunderstorm over Libus or near Pineville, moving northeast at 45 miles per hour. Radar indicated gusty winds up to 50 miles per hour. Kingsville, DeVille, Ball, Libus, Tioga, Pineville, Esler Regional Airport, Collin, Holloway, and Paradise. Be on the lookout for that. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at the overall picture, and then we'll wrap it up, shall we? All right, so now we're back on our national radar. Get rid of this out of the way. All right, so let me remind y'all what we've got synoptically set up. See if I can turn on the surface features for you. Yeah, there we go. All right, so this is a little delayed, but take all this and move it up this way. So I'm going to draw it back out for you. So got a low pressure center right here over the Arklatex region, okay, with a warm front back out over this way, okay. That's your warm front. The red line's your warm front. But you also have a cold front right down through here, okay. So what's happening is on the back side of it, you have a cold air mass. It might not be frigid in Dallas or Fort Worth, but it's a cold air mass, okay. Over here, Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, southern Tennessee, Florida, this is a warm air mass. So what you got going on is a clash of a cold air mass and a warm air mass. Right along the cold front, that's where you're going to get your severe weather potential. So again, you can see how we draw this out. This is what the current surface analysis is as of the last posting by the Weather Prediction Center. This is probably what it is now. This is my estimate of what it is now. Blue is the cold front, red is the warm front, and then your low pressure center here. The warm front is dry this time. So folks in Tennessee might see some warming temperatures overnight. And then tomorrow, once the cold front moves through, probably get a little chillier. So that's that. But anytime you have these clashings of air masses, that's when you got to watch out. All right, taking a quick look around the nation one more time. High pressure's dominating over the northeast. You got some showers and snow showers from Illinois, Indiana, Michigan, and Madison, Madison, Wisconsin, sure. But you got Wisconsin there, a little bit of precipitation in Minnesota, and in Iowa. The main rain shield down here that we've been discussing, you've got some general rain falling in eastern Arkansas right now. A little bit of rain falling in southern Missouri. You got some snow showers and rain showers in Montana and South Dakota, extending along the line all the way down through Colorado, western Kansas, western Nebraska, the panhandle of Oklahoma, and the panhandle of Texas as well. Out on the west coast, from Salinas, California, all the way up till around Portland, Oregon, you got precipitation. Some of it's rain, some of it's snow, depending on your altitude. And then over in Nevada, you got some stuff going too. Got a little bit of shower activity off the eastern coast of Florida, just the east of Cape Canaveral, Palm Bay, and then up east of Georgia, you've got a little bit of rain activity here, east of Savannah, Brunswick, St. Mary, Jacksonville, on through the Charleston area, Low Country of South Carolina, and the PD region, on over to the Calabash seafood capital of the world, Wilmington, North Carolina. That's basically it. That's what's going on around the nation in a nutshell. So, tell you what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and call it a night. I thank y'all for watching. Appreciate this. If you like the weather coverage, let me know in the comments. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, all that good stuff. There are several things down in the description, links that you can click. Any of those links goes to support the channel. I certainly appreciate anything that you do there. We're about to take some major milestones in HamShackTV. We've been around since August if you're new here. We're rapidly trying to grow. We're about to take the next step in growth here in the coming months. We're also planning some trips. We're going to take some field trips with HamShackTV, so you'll get to see some cool stuff in the very near future. So if you are interested in get your ham radio license, don't forget about Ham Radio Prep. HamRadioPrep.com. Use coupon code HamShackTV. Get you an extra 10% off, and they have great technician, general, and extra class licensed courses to follow. Matter of fact, my 8-year-old is working on her technician through Ham Radio Prep. So great stuff there. So that's going to be about it. I appreciate everybody watching. We'll get rid of this ticker here. And hope everybody has a great night. We'll say 7-3 and catch you on the next one. This is AA4WX, WACB 693.